Hello all YouTubers, I am the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning back into a special coverage for May 2nd, 2019. As always, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, as well as ringing the bell notifications. Never miss one of my videos again. Don't forget to look in the description for other videos of mine with superior weather content that you won't find anywhere else. Okay, and don't forget to watch the whole video because, as I promised today, I will be informing you guys and keeping you up to date on the tropical disturbance that is now striking Florida, and it's going to come very close to the Carolinas. Okay, so I'm actually going to show you the satellite imagery first, so you can see like what's going on with the storm here. Okay, some heavy storms set up near the Mid-Atlantic right now. You can see through there, but here's the tropical disturbance that's sitting right here. Okay, we're seeing a flare-up in thunderstorms because of all the activity. Okay, heating of the day, got a lot of instability, so the storm's going to strengthen a little bit. Now, once it goes on land, though, it's going to start weakening, and then it'll come out towards the Gulf Stream off the coast of the Carolinas, and then we'll see if it can strengthen there. Development chances right now are 10%, so they're very low. But you can see some definite signs of increasing of convection here. Okay, we do have some wind shear. I can see some wind shear coming out of the west. Okay, but actually the wind shear is actually not too bad right now. If you go back to that map, actually, the wind shear, it's not too terrible. This is where the storm is right now. Okay, some greens, maybe a spotty yellow color, maybe 25 or 30 knots wind shear. But I got news for you, that's not too terrible. And the trend over the past 24 hours has actually been decreasing. Okay, and once it makes its way over to the Carolinas, maybe it's got some wind shear to deal with, at the most 35 or 40 knots. But then after that, it's got a clear path off the coast. Okay, so this is the dry air right now. You can see where the storm is. There's no dry air to prevent it from strengthening. So we're doing pretty good. Okay, some dry air out in here, but that will probably weaken as the storm nears closer. And if we look at the sea surface temperatures right now, where the storm is, like just coming on shore Florida, just earlier it was in sea surface temperatures of 80 degrees. So that's pretty warm. And once it gets up the coast towards the Carolinas, look at this. We got more 80-degree waters. So, very warm. So, it's definitely going to be some fuel for development. 80 degrees is plentiful for development. So, current dry air. Oh, yeah, I showed you that already. But, so, here is the National Hurricane Center. Let's actually go to the 2-day outlook. So, you can see here it is. Okay, this was observed at 10 o'clock this morning. It will update around 9:50, 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, in case you want to check it out yourself on National Hurricane Center website. See, last mark down here, southeastern Florida, 10% chance of development. But to see the storm get this far on the first day of May when it was first starting, to see it get that far is just amazing. So this is kind of, even though it's an El Nino pattern, this just leads the way to potentially an active hurricane season. Okay, remember in 2004 was an El Nino, and we had like a ton of tropical storms, just like in 2005. Okay, so we're actually going to pull up my knots to miles per hour conversion table so you guys can see the wind strengthening, because I'm going to show you on the GFS model. Right now, off the coast, okay, the storm is very disorganized, but off the coast we do have some winds getting to 25 knots right now. So if we plug that in, 25 knots, 28, probably winds gusting past 30 miles an hour offshore. And you can see maybe we'll do some brief strengthening right here. And this is when we're worried about some potential development right here. Okay, it's a little disorganized, yes, we can work on that. But definitely some sustained winds at the surface closing in on 28 knots, which is about 32 miles an hour, winds gusting close to 40. So some potentially tropical storm development. Okay, if anything, at best, it'll probably become a tropical depression. That's what I'm calling for here. Okay, so GFS is the cyclonic vortices, whatever you want to call it. I call it vortices. So this is right now, you can see some cyclonic vortices here. Okay, very broad area, not tight, packed, and circular like you should see in a storm. But if you can see, off the northeastern coast of Florida, starting to see a little bit of orange, so maybe some strengthening here. Okay, but it's going to be over land, so it's not really going to do any further strengthening until it makes its way off the coast. Okay, so here's another layer of darker orange. Okay, and the yellow's back here as well. So just something to watch. Okay, even if it doesn't form, this storm is moving like a snail. Well, not a snail, but it's definitely moving slower than normal. So definitely gonna dump at least a couple or a few inches of rain in the Florida area. Okay, and that's actually what I'm gonna show you right now. So the remaining rainfall of the storm, the M3KM model. South Central Florida might get another couple inches, very spotty and exact. Okay, maybe another inch or two. But notice once it gets offshore, look at this, just off the coast of Florida, 6 to 10 inches of rain potentially in the next 60 hours. You can see same up here as well. But just in general, okay, this is like this area of like 2 inches plus of rain. If that storm tracked a little bit farther to west, all this 2 inches plus of rain you see here, that heavy rain, could move a little bit farther west and impact the coastal Carolinas. We'll see how the storm tracks from there. Okay, it's not actually hurricane season. The storm is not formed, so National Hurricane Center is not coming out with any tracks as of now. Okay, Euro model. Let's look at the cyclonic vortices here. Okay, right now you can see from the 12Z run some yellows, but look at I want you to see what the Euro does with this. This is about a couple days from now. And you can see the dark oranges and even some reds here. So definitely they're looking at some kind of enhanced development there. Okay, but we gotta see where it all plays out. Okay, so again, sea surface temperature anomalies now. Definitely looking like some above average anomalies. And where the storm is forecast to track is in this area right here. So definitely some anomalies of about 2-3 degrees Celsius above average. So we got the sea surface temperatures, we got the lower, okay, like 50-50 okay kind of wind shear, and not much dry air. So this storm, and not much oceanic heat, but definitely, like I said, sea surface temperatures around 79 or 80. Okay. GFS model real quick, the MSLP and precip. You can see here it is right here. This is the disturbance, tropical disturbance. And if you see in the satellite some tropical waves come off the coast of Africa, don't worry about them developing because it's still May. If any storm does form, it will be closer to the United States. But there's too much wind shear out there, way too much dry air. Although we do have warm SSTs. Okay, so off the coast of South Carolina, some heavier rain there. Okay, but then again, it's just MSLP. And then it moves off the coast in the next 2 or 3 days or so. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Tell your friends, especially if you got people living in Florida. Okay, they need to be well aware of this. And never miss a video again by ringing the bell notifications. Thank you for watching. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time.